Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Black, come on.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56 to Mike. Hey, kill. Come on, baby. Woo! Mike 56.
Wentz going to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To throw is Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wait, 20. I'm coming. 61. Matchbox lights. Back. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, 66.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. from the gun. It's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down in. Inside the 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
72. Hey, check Mike. Hey, Alpha. 57. Too little, Cupcake. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 20! And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here.
Williams will try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Down. 18 Gator.
Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Kill.
Look. Squeeze.
Turn it up. Shit.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
53.
53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Tighten up.
Now this time, Brady will throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert.
Check 49. Check 49.
Check it. Reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, Alabama.
57's the mic. Watch 57. They can't hang with us.
Smooth.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's going to be a
Alert.
long day. It's going to be a long day. 57's Mike.
Alpha.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He completes it to Evans. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Wentz. Got his man, it's Williams. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yard.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. The football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's coming. Regular.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Watch the curls. Hey, alert 3. Watch out. Hey, go 66.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brady going to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Logan, and he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vaughn. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A final shot before half for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run with Logan. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. They run again with Logan. .31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Rush in. Fight.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On play action, Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 44, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Wait, set. Wide 20. Watch the screen. Ozzie. Ozzie. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Chance. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Here we go. Sugar. Here we go. Whip. 450.
On play action, it's Brady.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Check it back.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Let's get it.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Bravo.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They give it to Williams, running right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Now Sanders, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On the ground, this is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Lefty.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. In your face. 54.
Wentz now on third and goal. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run it with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Wentz going to throw. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Dobbs. Open man here is Foster. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
That's good for a Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check three. Jim. Sugar.
On first down, it's Logan. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Watch twist. Shift. Check. Hey, Alabama.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Well, it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On third down, Logan. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Logan. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Alabama. You got tight. You got tight right there. Regular. 72.
Brady going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Brady. He's thinking end zone for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.